Your 20s were about surviving, finding your feet, making some mistakes. But your 30s, they decide whether you struggle forever or whether you actually start to build real, lasting wealth. And here's the kicker. No one really tells men this until it's far too late, until the momentum has already shifted against them. Your biggest enemy is time. If you're entering your 30s, maybe you're 28, 29, or you're already 33, 34, thinking, am I behind? This video isn't about shaming you. This video is designed to save you years, perhaps decades of financial stress, and potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. This is about foundational truths. This is what actually matters when unlimited time stops being an illusion and reality starts setting in. Let's get this straight. In your 20s, mistakes are cheap. You rack up some credit card debt, you miss a few months of saving, you blow some cash on something stupid. You can often recover because you have a lot of time ahead of you to course correct. But in your 30s, those same mistakes compound rapidly. Think about it. If you put off investing just $100 a month in your 30s versus starting today, by retirement, you could easily be looking at a difference of literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, not just a few grand. We're talking life-changing money gone simply because of delay. Then there's lifestyle inflation. This is the silent killer. Your salary goes up, so your rent goes up. Your car gets nicer. Your dining out budget explodes. You're making more, but you feel just as broke. You're actually losing ground because you're increasing your future financial obligations. The point here isn't to terrify you, it's to empower you. You don't need to move fast. You don't need to be perfect. But you absolutely, unequivocally need to stop standing still. All right, let's tackle a big one. The six-figure trap. You hit six figures, you feel like you've made it. But here's the harsh truth. Six figures won't save you if your expenses keep growing right alongside your income. You can make $200K a year and be just as broke as someone making $50K if you're not managing your cash flow. This is why tracking every single dollar is paramount. You need to know where your money is coming from and, more importantly, where it's going. You need to build margin, not just flex your income. Margin is the gap between what you earn and what you spend. That leftover money, that's where freedom lives. That's where you build wealth, not in the gross number on your paycheck. Think of it this way. Your income is how much water you pour into a glass. Your cash flow is how much is left in the glass after you take a drink. You want that glass to stay full, because if you don't control your money, if you don't build that margin, someone else will, in the form of bills, debt, and missed opportunities. To really get a handle on this, I want you to think about your money in three simple buckets. This rule is a game changer for clarity and control. Bucket 1. Survival. This is your absolute foundation. Emergency fund. Aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Non-negotiable. This is your sleep at night money. Insurance. Health, auto, renters, or home insurance. Boring, I know, but essential. One accident, one illness, and your entire financial future can be wiped out without it. Don't skip this. Bucket 2. Growth. This is where you build your future. Investing. Max out your 401k match, contribute to a Roth IRA, invest in low-cost index funds. This is where compound interest becomes your best friend, not your enemy. Skills. Invest in yourself. Courses, certifications, books, anything that increases your value and therefore your income potential. Your most valuable asset is you. Bucket 3. Enjoyment. This is your guilt-free spending money. Travel, hobbies, nice dinners, experiences. Once your survival and growth buckets are funded, this money is yours to enjoy without an ounce of guilt. This is what makes financial discipline sustainable. Here's the harsh reality. If all your money is constantly going into survival, if you're always just barely making it, always stressed about the next bill, that's not adulthood. That's just chronic stress. It's time to build a system that moves money into all three buckets consistently. Debt is either tool or a trap. It's not inherently good or bad, it's a spectrum. Bad debt ages you, traps you, and eats your future. Good debt, used wisely, can multiply you. First, the bad. Kill high-interest consumer debt. Credit cards, personal loans used for depreciating assets, these are financial quicksand. They offer nothing in return but anxiety and lost opportunity. Get rid of them as fast as humanly possible. Don't transfer it, don't juggle it. Attack it. Now the good. Understand leverage, don't abuse it. A mortgage on a primary residence is often considered good debt because it's for an appreciating asset. A small business loan can be good debt if it fuels growth, but you need to understand how it works. You need a clear plan to pay it back, and the debt should generate more value than it costs you. And for God's sake, never finance your ego. That brand new car, the flashy watch, the expensive toys that you can't actually afford, that's you trying to impress people who probably don't care, using money you don't have. That's a trap. Resist that urge fiercely. Your network is part of your net worth. This might sound harsh, but it's crucial. If everyone around you is broke, struggling, complaining about money, it's not bad luck. You might be the problem, or at least you're not doing yourself any favors. You need to actively seek out mentors, people who are where you want to be financially. Ask them questions, observe their habits, learn from them. Their insights are invaluable. You need to set higher standards for yourself and for the company you keep. And sometimes this means creating distance from money-draining relationships. The friends who always want to go out and spend lavishly when you're trying to save. The family members who constantly need bailing out. This isn't about abandoning people, but about protecting your own journey. You can't fill someone else's bucket if yours is constantly empty. Listen, your 30s aren't about becoming rich overnight. That's a fantasy. They're about becoming disciplined. They're about building the systems, the habits, the mindset, the environment that will make your 40s easy, your 50s comfortable, and your retirement abundant. The men who win financially, they're not necessarily smarter. They didn't get lucky. They're just disciplined, and they started that discipline earlier. They understood the rules of the game before it was too late. If this helped you, if it gave you even one actionable insight, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Share it with a friend who's also heading into their 30s. Your future self will genuinely thank you for it.